Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely not the appropriate weather for this particular item. But social conformity be damned. I'm going to do what I want. We'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing grody work clothes. I mean, they're under my grody work coat, but they're there. Trust me. Folks, whenever I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, typically that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is absolutely the case today. I went over there, I got off of work. It's the weekend for me. I was like, woo, weekend. And I was like, crap, I need supplies because I need to live. So I had to go to Walmart and buy some stuff. And typically when I go shopping, I like to try to see if, hey, maybe something's around I could spot for a review. So I found a thing from an old favorite company of the channel. But this one's a little bit different. So, what am I reviewing for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it not appropriate for this weather? Well, should be mentioned that the reason why I have the coat zipped up right now and everything is because it's snowing right now outside. And so, of course, I'm reviewing, boom, ice cream! Specifically, French ice cream from Van Leeuwen's. That's how I always pronounce it, Leeuwen. This is a limited edition flavor of theirs. This is their Cranberry Crunch, or Cranberry Crumble. Yeah, Cranberry Crumble ice cream. Ha 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 ha. Can we get anything better? Ha 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 ha. Sure. So yes, I've gone over there. It's got a little thing on it, by the way, where it's like, oh, Ben, Rate, and Laura, that's what I'm going with. They're the people who made it, I guess, or, well, people who run the company. And nothing makes us happier than this Cranberry Crumble ice cream with its cream cheese ice cream and oat crumble and swirls of cranberry, as if fall created this flavor herself. She's so creative that fall. So here's the thing. I reviewed a number of Van Leeuwen ice cream flavors. They're kind of known for like their wackier stuff, like mac and cheese. They had hot honey, ranch. This is like, I think, one of the first times when it isn't a wacky flavor. It's just a limited edition flavor. And I think this was a fall flavor, and it just ended up like kind of in the back because there were no other ones of this one there. So, and by the way, if you're interested, I actually have an entire playlist of just Van Leeuwen reviews. So, again, I've reviewed the ranch. I've done, what was the last one I did? It was like freaking fries and milkshake or some shit. Looks like that. I don't know why I tried to smell it. It's ice cream. It's not going to have much of a scent, but, for posterity's sake. One thing I will say I always like about Van Leeuwen, with the French ice cream aspect of it, it's nice. It's always very easy to get into, even with a, fucking plastic spoon. All right. No, you know what? Every single thing that it said it was going to do in the description, it did. Very first thing I got was that cheesecake base. It's got that nice kind of tanginess to it and everything. Not like super tangy, like, cheesecake, but definitely tangier than normal ice cream. And it's nice. I always like cheesecake ice cream. It's a little bit extra decadent. Then you get this like hit of like of oat, like oatmeal almost, like with the oats, which isn't something I typically associate with like a cheesecake type ice cream, but it's not bad. It's, sort of, you got the tanginess, decadent kind of cheesecake, and then you got sort of an earthiness, with the oat. I like it. I got to get some of the cranberry to get like the whole experience, because it's supposed to be a crumble. So Okay. Okay. All right. I'm down with that. Um, the only thing is, so I like the cranberry aspect. I think it's a smart decision because cranberry is a nice strong flavor. You know, can kind of work with the cheesecake, work with the oats, but it does run into a little bit of a problem because in this type of setting, you know, because like if you're thinking about like an actual like crumble, right? You know, obviously ratios are going to vary depending on who makes it and preferences and shit. But like typically, if there's a fruit involved, that fruit is going to play a pretty prominent role. In this, I kind of feel like it's playing the lesser role. Like it's definitely the cheesecake is definitely the most prominent aspect of everything going on here. Um, and even the oats, like I kind of feel the oats are at least as highlighted as the cranberry. And the thing is that with the cranberry, with the cheesecake base, it kind of gives it sort of like a berries and cream sort of thing, which isn't bad, but it's not really evocative of a crumble, you know? Because, again, you know, you think of that type of thing, you think of, you know, you're going to get this nice, you know, heavy burst of fruit flavor, and, you know, that's going to be like a big hinge point to it. Not really with this. Like, even when you do get like a good chunk of it, yeah, you know, you're still getting something for sure. It's definitely the best experience is when you have all three elements working together. That's the closest when it comes to having something along the lines of a crumble like aspect to it. But and it's a shame because when you do get a proper hit of the cranberry, it's very nice because again, you got tangy decadence of the cheesecake, then you've got like an earthiness from the oats, and then you get like, you know, this nice kind of zesty, you know, like just, you know, vibrancy, you know, lightens everything up from the cranberry. But it's just one of those things where the cranberry has too much to fight against to really be properly highlighted in this instance. I feel like maybe what they should have done was kind of the reverse of this. Maybe they should have gone over there and had a cranberry ice cream, have cheesecake swirls through it with the oats. I think that would have come closer to being along the lines of a crumble. Because this, although I do enjoy it, you know, it's a little bit mid, especially for Van Leeuwen. You know, again, because they tend to have these really weird flavors. Um, it's nice. The texture is good. There's nothing to dislike about it, and it is a decent ice cream. I wouldn't say it's like the best ice cream ever, but it's good. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's not doing anything particularly amazing for me. Uh, I mean, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm gonna go with probably not and sort of ish. For me personally, and the thing is, I want to make it clear. I don't just go for the Van Leeuwen stuff just for the wacky shit. Mostly, you know, because it's good for entertainment value for the show. But like I like genuinely have really enjoyed some of their flavors a lot. The hot honey I thought was excellent. They had a Mexican hot chocolate one which I fucking loved. So they make some really genuinely good flavors outside of the wackier stuff. Um but this one I think it's a good idea, but again, I just feel like the execution is a little bit muddled, and then it's very forgettable. It's very forgettable, you know. And when you think Van Leeuwen, you I like to think, you know, memorable ice cream. Even if I don't like it, I fucking hated the ranch shit. But boy, oh boy, did it leave an impact on me. This one I feel is probably the first one I've had where it's just very. But that said, it's not a bad ice cream, and so I'm not going to go over there and say, hey, don't give it a shot. But I will say, I think that Van Leeuwen does have better flavors. Again, you don't just have to go in for the wacky ones. They have plenty of ones that are, perfectly within range of just being nice ice creams. This one it's not a bad overall flavor and everything, and I think that, certain people would probably like it a little bit more than I do. But overall, it's good. It's just, it's like a solid C+ ice cream. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, spend this rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly proper crumble-tastic rest of your life. I haven't had a proper crumble in years. I think the last time I had a really good crumble, back when I was like probably around like 1920-ish. Well, 1920s, not actual 1920s. I mean, I do kind of think I might be a Highlander, but that's neither here nor there. But no, I had a stepmom at the time. We had a cherry tree outside. And the cherries were like overly tart, so you couldn't really do like a pie very well. But she made it into a crumble a couple times, and those were really good. But she sucked, so swings and roundabouts, as they say. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. All we can do, folks, when we run into situations like that are just, trying to weigh us down, we just try to deal. And we're not always going to be able to. And when we're not able to, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe there is a Van Leeuwen, whatever, flavor that I haven't tried on my show that you're particularly eager to see me try. I have at least one more that I will be trying this weekend. It'll be a special episode. We'll get to that. But by all means, folks, hit me up in the comments. I do try to get to, fan requests and stuff for reviews. Sometimes it's availability. Sometimes, I've had people like, oh, you should try out this restaurant. But then it's like, okay, well, it's like in the middle of Chicago. There's like no reasonable way that I could go over there and like do my filming stuff in that setting. But, and where was I going with that? But yeah, So, and if nothing else, hey, if you like the Van Leeuwen Cranberry Crumble ice cream, you think that my review of it sucks, just hit me up in the comments. Be like, your review sucks. That's fine. I don't care. Bye.